All right, Sarah, now to our continuing coverage of the major fire on Main Street in Wagoner. It started late Sunday afternoon, and still some areas are smoldering. On Fox 23 News at 5, we told you the city plans to put up concrete barriers tomorrow to protect people in case of building collapse. New at 9, Fox 23's Lynn Casey is reporting live from Wagoner with how those buildings are holding up, Lynn.
Just since we got here this afternoon, the bricks on this building right behind me have started to fall. The fire department even moved its trucks off to the sides so that they wouldn't be damaged if the buildings came down. As smoke still rises from the rubble on the ground, the walls of the historic buildings on Main Street that burned are starting to cool.
Anytime you heat something up, it'll expand, and then when it cools off, it contracts. So anytime you're going to have that movement, especially in the bricks and the mortar and stuff, we're going to have stuff start to fall.
A disaster restoration company has started planning with the city how to prepare in case of a collapse, and says you can actually see the changes in the structures that happened just Tuesday.
The wall there has settled 8 inches today.
In fact, those changes were happening before our eyes.
As you see, bricks are falling as we speak.
Here's a look at the corner from where those bricks fell from the Fox 23 Skyview drone. The settling is pronounced enough you can see daylight in between bricks. That's not the only place daylight is growing. The back wall here is starting to separate from the rest of the building. City planners know citizens hope to at least be able to save the facades of these historic buildings, but
if it can't be, and it doesn't fall down, do you have to take it down?
Yes.
Until they can get out of this holding pattern, the fire department says people need to stay away from the dangerous areas.
That's why we're still stationed out here. If we had all the hot spots put out and they released the scene, we would still have to stay here until we have this area secure for the city.
Now, tomorrow they will put up 400 feet of concrete barriers out here and then surround that with a construction fence. That'll help keep debris from flying if there is a collapse. Now, you heard the chief talk about those hot spots. In the next hour, you'll hear what the fire crews here and the ATF found inside those buildings today. Reporting live in Wagoner, covering news that matters, I'm Lynn Casey, Fox 23 News.
Now, today, some business owners in downtown Wagoner saw their buildings really for the first time since the fire on Sunday. Also this morning, fire investigators and the ATF looked through the debris for clues to what started the fire. People in the community telling us they are there for the victims.
I feel so sorry for everybody because they've lost something they can't replace. Knowing Wagoner, it'll be built back.
Yes, and business owners say they have contacted the State Department of Commerce and its Main Street program for advice and assistance with the recovery in Wagoner.